This is the Karcher K4 Power Control pressure washer. It's got an 1800 watt motor and it's capable of flow rate of up to 420 litres per hour. Using the power control gun, we can actually vary the pressure from anything between 20 and a maximum of 130 bar. Now this is Karcher's mid-range machine. It sits between the cheaper K2 and K3 and the more expensive but more powerful K5 and K7. This is the home kit, so it also contains the T5 surface cleaner and 1 litre of the stone and facade detergent. Today what we're going to do is we're going to look at unboxing, assembling and operating this machine, and we're going to show you how it performs using the 2 lancers and the surface cleaner on this disgustingly filthy block paved patio. This is the box the K4 supplied in. On the back of the box we've got a list of the accessories we should find in there. So standard accessories are the hose, 8-metre hose, the power control gun, the dirt blaster and the vario power lance. And because this is the home kit, we've also got the surface cleaner, an extension for the surface cleaner and a litre of stone and facade cleaner. Right, so let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so inside the box we've got, looks like an invitation to register, a how-to guide. This looks to be the patio cleaner. Instruction manual. Not sure, oh that looks like the back of the machine. And we've got the main machine itself, the lancers and the stone cleaner. What I'll do is I'll unpack it all and then we'll see what it all looks like. This is everything unpacked, so we've got the manuals over here. We've got 2 wheels, we've got stone cleaner. This fits onto the front of the machine. I think it's that way up. That way up, yeah. That's for storing the lancers. This is a stand for the lance stand. This is a visor, fits on the front there. This net goes on the back, it's just for storing accessories. We've got fittings for the top of the handle and the hose inlet, plus a few screws in this plastic bag. And then on the other side, we've got the control gun, the extension for the surface cleaner itself, and the 2 lancers. So it's time to put it all together and see if it works. The assembly instructions are the usual combination of numbered, or in this case lettered diagrams, followed by written instructions in several different languages later. The first job is to attach the wheels. So there are 3 sets of screws. It's not really a screw, it's more a plastic push-in fitting. We need the middle one. Right, so we take away the bag of little ones and the big ones. And then the wheel, it's pretty obvious where it goes, but you need to make sure that you align the screw hole with this port at the back. So I'm going to lift it up and pop that in. There we go, that's the first one in. And then the screw fits down the back and we screw it in. The next job is to put on the stand for the lancers. To do this we're going to have to sit the main machine back, and then this is the stand, it just slips into the front here. These larger plastic screws then push up into this hole here, like so. Just shove it straight in like that. That's it. The lance holder is the next piece to go on. It's pretty obvious where this goes because there's a cutout for the power switch. So that just slides onto there, and just make sure it's aligned with the 2 screw holes at the top. And then using 2 of the small screws, we're just going to fix that into position. We can now add the lance visor. It's obvious which way it goes because it's got Kaercher written on the front. So that sits across here, and again there's 4 screws just to fix it in. The hose adapter screws onto this threaded port here. Nice and tight. And then if we whiz the machine round, the storage net just clips onto these lugs here. Okay, so final task is to fit the handle. Again, you can't go wrong, there's only one way it fits. Sits on top, and then 2 screws to hold it in place. We're now going to attach the power control gun. To do this, we pull the hose out. There's a hole just below the trigger of the power control gun. That fits in there until you get a nice solid click. The lancers can now be fitted to the pressure control gun. This is the vario lance. They've both got the same fitting on, so it's this bayonet fitting. Very simple. You push it into position and twist, and then that's locked. This can now be pushed into the storage Karcher, and your spare dirt blaster lance fits in the front like so. So this is the area we've got to clean. Let's see how the K4 gets on. Right, so we're going to start with the dirt blaster lance. Okay, as you can see, that's done a pretty good job of shifting that. It's got rid of all the, I'm not sure whether this is algae or lichen, but it's certainly stripped that off. It's got all the mud out of the cracks between the bricks, all ready to be resanded. That's pretty impressive. We're now going to try the power control lance. The pressure can be controlled by twisting this nozzle at the end. Okay, so I'll show you it on soft first, and then turn it up. To maximum. Okay, that's on hard. These 4 settings are actually 4 settings because there's one for mixing detergent. The softest setting is for use on wood. The second one is for use on, it's recommended for use on cars. The third one for brick and hard surfaces like this. So let's give this one a go. Let's turn it on to hard and we'll give it a blast. Okay, so first thing we notice with this is nowhere near as powerful. The power jet stripped off the lichen or algae. This is still there. It's got rid of most of the mud off, but it's not cleared out the gaps between the bricks, and it's not got rid of that algae. This is a Karcher T5 surface cleaner. It comes as part of the K4 home kit, but you can also buy it separately. It's got variable power supply or variable pressure supply, so you can go from soft if you're doing soft wood surfaces right up to hard for surfaces like this brick patio that we're going to be trying it out on in a second. Let's see how this surface cleaner performs on an adjacent area then. going to have to brush that off. Right, I've just hosed it down, so let's have a look at the results. This was the variable power lance. As you can see, it's not done a particularly good job. If we move over to where we use the surface cleaner, this is much better. It was much faster, but you can see there's little bits of vegetation still stuck in there. And this is where we use the dirt blaster lance. You can see it's done a much more thorough job. The problem is, when you use it, you also end up spraying dirt all over the place. So I think what I'll probably be doing for the purposes of cleaning this patio is I'm going to be using the surface cleaner, and then I'll just be going over these sort of areas with the dirt blaster lance afterwards. So this is the area we've got to clean. Let's see how the K4 gets on. And this is what it looks like afterwards. Absolutely massive improvement. I'm really impressed with this. We can zoom in here and you can see that it's cleared everything out of the gaps between the pavers. All the lichen's gone. Absolutely fantastic. So I hope you found this useful. If you've got any questions at all, please leave a comment below. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe.